And I think one other thing that also been very, very interesting to me in consulting is the kind of people that you get to work with. I mean, a lot of times you meet quite an amazing set of people that have the same kind of mindset. I think it's a kind of a filter, that just brought us in to the space and then keep us together in that space. I was discussing with a colleague of mine, just like a few weeks ago, and he was saying that, oh, he is thinking of, oh, can we do so we're actually building, we are writing some detection within the web application firewall, and bot detection. And he was thinking of, how can we create a testing lab that we can use so that you don't have to wait for the logs to come in, that you could just test exactly what you've deployed, immediately. And, that he has to look at, if he can just build like a testing suite. And I think that was really, really interesting. And he said something, and he said something that actually was, that I found very interesting. He said, I'm just thinking of, something we can do for the client that, no matter what, they'll keep thinking about us, even if we are not on this
Once you're
project
gone. That's a good segue into my next question, which is, how do you know, in terms of how clients translate the value that you provide, right? I know it may be different from different client. Like, how do you know, okay, you leave this engagement and you're like, yep, we're satisfied with the results, the client is satisfied with the results, and there's going to be an ongoing partnership.
I mean, it's all. I think this is something that you have to define when you are on such a project, right? Because if you are working with a team, you know what are the bottlenecks, you know what are the challenges, you know what are the things that they're actually struggling with, and that's when you start to look at how you can help them to solve it. For example, a case whereby I'm talking about my colleague talking about, oh, how can we build a test suite for them so that we can test immediately? So this is what we do. Our job is pretty much just to do analysis and to optimize a platform for web application and API protection platform. And he was thinking of, building a test suite. And this is because the environment, whenever we optimize any kind of config and we deploy them, we have to wait a little bit to get those traffic. And this is the challenge that the client face. We that we are working on consultancy on the project as well. That is the challenge that we face. And he was thinking that, okay, if we can build a test suite, this is going to help in the long term, right? So it's about the environment, getting there and understanding what are they struggling with and how can we help them to minimize those struggle and resolve those kind of challenges.